Just 2 last week against the Aztecs.
Yeah, and when you talk to Timmy, he got a chance during the bye week prior to the San Diego State game.
That they felt like they let get away against San Jose State. They led at halftime and then got blistered in the second half 38-7 against the Spartans. They also had 9 dead ball penalties, and that's something that has driven Danny Gonzalez crazy.
Yeah, and when they added up and did the math, it was 105 yards of hidden yardage and penalties. They also averaged 9.3 penalties per game, which leads the nation ahead of that Colorado team in terms of penalties per game. So you can't win playing behind the chains. You can't win on defense when you allow drives to continue. Danny Gonzalez is a disciplinarian, but he needs discipline from his ballers.
All right, so you see the coin toss. It appeared as though New Mexico won the toss and elected to defer. And so Hawaii will receive here to start this game, which means that that idea, that concept, what has been discussed, a team that has not scored any points in now 4 straight first quarters, they're going to be tested here to get this game going, Rich. To make that Cam Stone, number 4, he will receive it inside the 10. And he is going to try to round it out to the near side, but he'll be tripped up and upended inside the 20-yard line. And so Hawaii will get started there. And the big boys on the line. Off of the play action, Shager able to connect to the near side, and that is a catch for Alex Hawaii. Shager with time, and he will connect at the hash line, and Alex Perry with the catch is going to be stopped short by about a yard. That fast start does not manifest itself here for the Rainbow Warriors. Matt Shipley, field goal kicker and punter, is able to hit this one on a low liner trajectory, and it will roll out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. So New Mexico's offense
has won football games, and he's the leader.
And this is going to be a running play here for New Mexico as we take a look at the Lobos' starting lineup on offense. Was the player for the Lobos who got that first carry, however. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, a guy who has rushed for almost 500 yards this season, next to Dylan Hopkins in the backfield. 1st and 10, ball at the 41-yard line. Rolling is Hopkins, and he's going to throw to the sideline, and it's a diving catch made into Hawaii territory by 90 yards and touchdowns. And here he is getting his hands on it. Maneuvers through the interior portion of that line, and he'll get forward for about 6. All right, let's meet the Hawaii defensive starters.
Action passes. This is what Danny Gonzalez likes to do offensively.
And it is a toss here to Andrew Henry, trying to get to the edge, and he does. He'll get first down yardage. Another deke move will get him a few more. And he'll get to the 30. On the run, and they have a host of running backs that will revolve in and out of the game. The throw to the end zone, man open, and another diving snag. Jeremiah Hickson in for 6, and New Mexico strikes first. Means Luke Drizwicki will come on for the field goal. 5 for 6 here this season. PATs, he has been stout, and he's able to knock that one.
Week of practice, he was in the film room for some extra study, and on that first drive, it paid off.
Cam Stone again back on the ensuing kick, and that one will roll through the end zone, so touchback here for him. So it is, in fact, Landon Sims. They fake the handoff to him, and Shager going to unleash one deep. Oh, but the receiver zigged. It was Jalen Walthall, who will transition to an H-back here this year. He's in to add an extra blocker. The throw picked off. Picked off by Zach Morris, and he's going to forge a return. A penalty flag comes in late in the play. Add another, in fact. But Braden Shager, who entered this game with 8 interceptions, threw a pick 6 we mentioned last week. Pending these penalties, he has added the different times. Christian Watson, the head referee.
Illegal block in the back. New Mexico, number 18. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
Because Solo Vaipulu wears 0, and in order for them to be able to play on the same special teams unit as they would at times, Cam Stone had to make a change there. So he went to 4 as Justin Sinclair was able to chase the runner Andrew Henry out of bounds. Well, New Mexico looking very sharp here at the onset. You see already the total offensive yard differential. The give is to Krosky-Merritt. Tries to bounce outside, and he'll get forward for a cup,
possibly a game, some type of package, like you said, get him experience because he has a bright future.
And this is going to be a give to Andrew Henry. And he's a Hopkins just standing there flat-footed in the pocket and then goes over the middle for a first down. And it takes a gang of Rainbow Warriors.
Little bunch route into the boundary.
And it is going to be a fake handoff. Dampier going to keep it himself and then breaks a tackle after getting spun around for a moment. Now for the Lobos inside the 10. And this is Dampier again. Going to try to put his head down, and Peter Manuma along with number 18 Noah Kemma able to deny access.
Oh, good defense.
Yeah, that last effort by Dampier just enough for the first down. So Hopkins back in. And it's going to be a running play. This is Andrew Henry. And Hawaii holding firm there on 1st and goal.
Prior to the snap, New Mexico will take the first charge time out of the half.
And so Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt thought that Bill was maybe going to be out for a while. This is a tough team, according to their head coach. Case in point, we'll be back to campus. The students return to campus this week, and so that's going to be monumental as we return to action, and New Mexico returns to the end zone. The completion to Ryan Davis, 5'11". And now Trizwicki on for the extra point, and it is good, and it is all good if you are a New Mexico fan right now, because has just been blistered in the first quarter of games. As Cam Stone back to receive the kick, will let it bounce into the end zone. Another fake handoff here. They come the other way to McBride, and how about that fake move? And he is now in an all-out sprint to the end zone. McBride will finally be caught inside the 15.
You hate to question anybody's speed when you're as fast as him, with making somebody miss in the open field.
Shager throws to the end zone. It goes through the hands of one receiver. And was it caught? Yes! Caught by Stephen McBride!
That's a situation where it's a middle area attack, right? You have a dig, and then you have a deeper route behind it, and the deflection just happened to go. Yeah, and that's one of those patterns where Shager shows a tremendous arm strength. Maybe he should have took something off that. The other great athletes that come out of Louisiana.
Yeah, actually didn't know that he was related to Kim Willoughby, and he had maybe heard about her exploits at Hawaii a little bit, but didn't know that they were cousins until pretty close to the time that he was committing to the University of Hawaii as a transfer from Kansas, as that scramble results in a gain of 4, but we have a penalty flag on the field.
Her advice, get away from the campus, see the island, taste the cuisine. Could be a candidate for the Hawaii Visitors Bureau.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Well, Steve McBride too. He's saying, hey, like, I love jumping in the water, going to different beaches. It's been the highlight of my time.
After the play, personal foul, late hit, Hawaii. 15-yard penalty, exit in the run. Automatic. First down.
Noah Kemma here on the slide. So the initiation of the slide means that that player is considered defenseless.
But look, he doesn't even really put his shoulder pad in it. He doesn't put his head into it. There is no egregiousness. There's no malicious intent. I disagree with that call, and I want to protect quarterbacks. I want this game to be safe. But he tried to almost pull off of that call, and it's a tough call because it's a bang-bang call, and it's not reversible.
Yeah, that's a tough one. You know, this day and age of protecting quarterbacks, particularly in those situations where they surrender on the slide. That time, Noah's ball at the Hawaii 45. Hopkins throws to the far side, and it is complete, and the tackle is broken. Andrew Erickson getting extra yards. Hopkins is going to fling it out. Wide open is Andrew Henry down the sideline, and he gets mashed.
Something has to give this afternoon and evening.
And a 9-game road losing streak for Hawaii, and this is a completion to V-Hill, to Logan Taylor, and he had a career-high 7 tackles at the time. And this is a give to Henry, and he gets awfully close to the goal line, but they're going to say he's short. Does he get the rock here? Yes, he does, right up the middle. Second effort got it. Make it an even 10 TDs for Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt.
Running like Roger.
Point after. And it is 21-7 in favor of New Mexico. So Krosky Merritt, earlier in the game, Krosky Merritt was carried off the field, or at least helped off the field. Thankfully, he is okay, being looked upon to respond. Shager completes it to Jonah Panoke, and he'll get first down yardage. So Jonah, one of the D's. And this is going to be an end around to Chucky Hines. And how about the moves by Chucky? He gets utilized by Timmy Chang in this offense here in recent weeks. As Landon Sims, nothing tricky about that. It's just the big banger, Landon Sims up the middle, and this play's still not over. Gets all the way to the 45. First and 10 here. Short drop for Shager, and a tight window there, but he gets it home. 3rd and 3 for Hawaii. Solo Vaipulu in at running back to help blocking. And that pass disrupted, broken up by the veteran Dante Martin.
It's 50-50. Go for it or kick the field goal.
Again, Vaipulu in the backfield. Shager looking. Under duress, and he goes down.
Downfield, it's not all on the offensive line. But that was a one-on-one sack.
Hopkins off the pump fake, swings it out to Henry, a race to the sideline, and he'll get a gain of 6, maybe 7. Now they'll call it 2nd and 4 here for the Lobos. Hopkins throws to a wide open receiver on the sideline. That's Caleb Medford, and he had some
in this conference, and maybe even have a future on Sunday.
And 1st and 10 here, ball at midfield for New Mexico. Off play action. Hopkins now being chased. Gets away from the diving Choi, sets his feet, and then throws down the sideline, incomplete. Medford, the intended receiver, and we got a penalty flag.
That was that TP route we talked to Coach Chang about in terms of the deep posts crossing each other off the play action pass.
A fairly lengthy discussion here about this potential penalty.
Also discussing what weight room they're going to go to after the game is over. Look at the guns. I didn't know there was a gun show. I knew there was a balloon show this past weekend, but...
Another player downfield. Offense, number 51. 5-yard penalty, and our main first down.
They have made some pretty stellar additions to this facility here as that pass is complete on the run to DJ Washington.
Sprint China
to put together 4 quarters of high-level football. They've seen it in spots. Here is a throw over the defense, but incomplete.
Or maybe even his whole career, and he's been around a long time.
But right now they are looking sharp here in this first half. A completion over the middle to DJ Washington, flexing the hands again. And a flag comes out on that handoff to Ja'Cory Bill Krosky Merritt. Devin Dampier, the quarterback, in on the play.
It'd be a hold unless it's a hands to the face. I would imagine this is a holding call.
Personal foul, hands to the face. Offense, number 70. 15-yard penalty, and our main first down.
Also September 11th, so he's been there, done that.
There's going to be a late handoff, and a hole burning down the sideline goes Andrew Henry, and he tumbles into the house.
That's kind of that sprint draw we saw earlier, and there was a big hole, another big hole, and only one defender, number 7, Mekhi Pay, could not make that tackle on the sideline. Fish there, too.
And the point after is good, so a 28 spot here, 9-28 overall. But again, you wouldn't necessarily tell that has been his
for Hawaii to feel good going into the locker room.
Ball at the 25, 2nd and 10. Play action, Shager going to fire downfield over the middle, and Ashlock went airborne. May have jumped a tad bit early, but we do have a penalty flag in the backfield. In fact, a couple coming out.
Yeah, late hit on the quarterback.
Yeah, you saw Shager getting up off the turf. Seems to be okay.
Personal foul, roughing the passer for the blow to the head. Defense, number 90. 15-yard penalty, an automatic. First down.
And that's Tyler Keeney, 6'3", 277-pound sophomore.
His focus, and he's playing better than they anticipated.
He makes a bad mistake there, though, on the penalty. Now Landon Sims on the handoff. This stat, but Hawaii dead last in FBS in rushing yards per game coming into this one. That is a completion, though. Beautiful throw by Shager. And that's going to get Hawaii into New Mexico territory. 2nd and 10 now for the Bows. And they're going to bring it to the near side. This is Senecal trying to follow his blockers, and he'll get a first down. Shager going to swing it out on the check down. This is Landon Sims, and he's able to find a seam. Gets out of the backfield. Shager hit as he threw. It is complete to Ashlock. Puts a move on the defender. Gets first down yardage inside the set. Shager going to throw to the end zone. It is broken up.
That's a bad throw. That's into coverage. There's two. Got to pick up a first down.
Again, throwing to the end zone. Did this one get home? Yes, it did. Throws a strike to Pofele Ashlock, and that one would not go through his hand. Their chemistry out there.
You know Shager's favorite players? Tom Brady. That's to me this week.
Yeah, interesting the ties that these coaches, obviously coaching at their alma maters, also have to some of the past. Man in motion, it's Medford. And Hopkins going to swing it out to Medford. And after a little juke move, he'll be ankle tackled there by Verdell Edwards.
You know, I watch a lot of Sunday football, and it's not Mike McDaniels, not Kyle Shanahan, but it's very creative.
They run a reverse here. They got the QB Hopkins blocking for Jeremiah Hickson. And he's going to try to redirect himself and gets positive yards. And an extra push at the end may have gotten the first down. That was an incredible play by Jeremiah Hickson. Just improv at the 35. And they'll keep it on the turf here through Andrew Henry. And again, it just takes a whole lot of muscle from Hawaii. Half of football in the second half. This is Krosky Merritt on the toss. And a good chase down by Peter Manuma. Was he not down?
The first 3 games, but had his best game last week against San Diego State.
Yeah, he was fantastic last week. Here's Dampier with a hole. And he gets inside the 30. Net quarterback. It's going to be a toss this time. And this is Vigil. And he'll be rolled up as he crosses the 25-yard line. Jemai Otis, Bishop Gorman product there making the tackle. 5'11 freshman for Hawaii.
They're doing a good job.
Holding. Offense. Number 85. 10-yard penalty. And remain first down.
Play their fundamentals.
And that pass intended for that. Here's Dylan Hopkins. By the way, he's 24 years old, is the quarterback, Dylan Hopkins. And he connects with Andrew Erickson. So now Zach Vigil in behind the quarterback, Dylan Hopkins. Hopkins with time. Throws to the corner. Got his man. Touchdown, Lobos. Jeremiah Hickson for the second time. So second touchdown catch for Hickson. Point after here for Drizwicki. 5 yards. Just under 7 minutes off the clock as Cam Stone back to receive, and he'll be able to try a return here. And he'll be rolled up at the 23-yard line. So
could be the maul.
And it's going to be Shager.
Ooh, that.
And I'm not sure if this spot is going to get him there.
It's a right foot, left foot type of spot. Tough to see from as far away as those officials were.
Ruling on the field is running short line to gain. First down to Mexico.
Wow, what a hold here by the Lobos. Hawaii a couple of times just trying to pound it right up the gut. For fact, for Terrence Mathis, considered perhaps the greatest offensive player. New Mexico a little more deliberate here on this possession, and taking too long to let it fly was Hopkins as he gets brought down. Andrew Choi first on the scene for the second sack of the year for Choi. Meanwhile, Stephen and now it's incumbent on the offense to try to get something going. It's Solo Vaipulu getting a load going. And the big fella, 6'2", 280, able to get a first down. However, a flag comes out at the end of all of that.
You self-scout yourself. You say zeros in there for protection. Give him the ball. You saw the skills. Nobody at the second or third level wants to tackle a 280-pound fullback.
After the play, personal foul, late hit, New Mexico, number 55. That 15-yard penalty adds in the run.
So Vaipulu, you see the numbers on the season. 43 career starts at left guard and right guard before transitioning to his current position in the backfield. You're right, he just wasn't able to maintain the weight that would allow him to continue to play that position, as that one batted down by Alec Marenko at fullback. Saw Marenko there making that play, second on the team in tackles. Shager with all kinds of time, throwing end zone, incomplete. Broken up by Zach Morris. Already ticking down here in quarter number 3. And here's the big fella again, Vaipulu.
Yeah, I'm kind of liking it, you know, in terms of you get
under a minute to play here in the third. Shager throws to the near side. It is caught, complete to Ashlock, trying to tightrope walk that sideline. It'll be a fairly minimal game. Crowd trying to turn up the volume knob. Shager hits as he releases it, and it's incomplete. Dimitri Johnson came into the grill of Shager, and I tell you what, you've talked about it before, Rich. And a timeout taken.
Hawaii will take their first charge timeout of the half. 30 seconds.
2 remaining, 8 seconds left to play here in the third.
And filing for that Coach of the Year.
Shager hit as he throws. It comes loose. And New Mexico gets the stop. Jamarius Lewis was the one who got to number 13.
Yeah, last week I think it was 2 or 3 against San Diego State.
And here is Krosky Merritt on the carry.
Jalen Smith and Isaiah Tufo.
That is the end.
A dubious streak come to a close here on homecoming as Devin Dampier in at quarterback to start the fourth quarter, and he gets mob tackled by a host of Rainbow Warriors. A bit of excitement beyond just the fact that this is homecoming. They might be able to break through here if they can hang on, up 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. Rolling to his right, the throw by Hopkins is broken up. And we got a penalty flag.
This could be a hold. That pyrotechnic light show, not quite the Sphere in Las Vegas, but I'll tell you, pretty impressive for a college football game.
Long discussion here after this penalty flag was tossed.
Personal foul, chop block, offense, number 23 and 66. That penalty is declined. The pass is incomplete. 4th down.
Tackle box, good rule to prevent injuries.
And now Aaron Rodriguez on for the punt, and it is a beauty. Stephen McBride going backwards, chasing it down, picks it up inside the 5, and this is dangerous. And he will be wrapped up and brought down at the 7-yard line.
Both quarterbacks playing well, but Hopkins' numbers are off the charts in terms of efficiency.
And that's a nice looking throw on a rope to Jonah Panoke by Braden Shager. Quick throw there by Shager. And this one complete once again to Jonah Panoke. Shager again getting flushed. Will throw on the run, and he completes it. This is Jalen Walthall. And that's enough for a first down. Walthall getting out to and shoot. Shager. Oh, he's going to unload it deep. Has a man. It is intercepted. Catching up with the play was Jamarius Lewis. And that was spectacular defensively from number 5.
Bill.
Yeah, Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt or Bill. I think we'll go with that second option. Here is a toss out to Andrew Henry. And
less than 100 yards Navy had on offense. They know how to defend one another.
Yeah, they're in a great spot at the moment. Here is Hopkins off of the fake handoff. Oh, hey, look, we do have the goods. We just got to put it together. And here is Henry busting through the line. Peter Manuma finally putting an end to the play, and then a late toss out of bounds.
Just Hawaii's not playing beautiful on defense.
And it's going to be a little shovel pass. And this is going to get forward for about 6 yards. And that's going to be looking to break some streaks here in the process. This is V-Hill. It's Utah State for Hawaii. You got San Jose State coming into the islands next week for Hawaii's homecoming, and that means Chevin Cordero with a homecoming of his own, as this is going to be another rushing touchdown. Krosky Merritt crosses the goal line, and this has turned into a bit of a rout. It'll be Hawaii's homecoming as the ensuing kick flies into the end zone.
Better because you enjoy it with one another, but losing on the road, there are long flights, long bus rides, and sandwiches start to take.
Nate Shager with time. He's going to heave it deep, and it's in. Hawaii can attempt as Shager about to throw on 4th down. And this one up the sideline falls incomplete. There was some contact, and here comes the flag. Bryson Taylor there covering defensively, but where would you attempt to begin?
Pass interference, defense.
Running back, and they thought that was going to be Tylen Hines. He has not participated in many games, so there's work to be done in Manoa.
Another deep Shager bomb attempt. Yourself, you start to question what is being taught to you in some instances, as that pass,
what a back
is complete to Alex Perry. That was a heck of an effort there.
Continue to coach the best that they can, but they're under the microscope as well.
Landon Sims up the middle, downs and 2 picks. 3rd and short. Shager going to look deep again, and it is going to be picked off again. Chased down by Jermarius Lewis again. To be emphasized at a whole nother degree here at New Mexico. They talk about these players having to buy into a culture where when they're on the practice,
they're the same. Not a lot of good results for the Hawaii team.
All right, so on to punt here for New Mexico. Aaron Rodriguez unloaded a 60-yarder earlier in the game, and look at the bounce he gets on this one. It'll be down at about the 12. Looks like they'll actually mark it at the 13 in Hawaii. And this is going to be a toss out into the flats. Here's Nishigaya, and he will get upended at the 2-yard line. This potential touchdown for Hawaii, despite it not impacting the overall result, a penalty flag comes out. Stephen McBride would be in the end zone again, pending this call.
We're going to call a pick, and I think I've been right. I don't know, 100% on my calls this evening. But I did like the play design.
There is no foul for offensive pass interference. It was ruled the ball's first touch at or behind the line of scrimmage. The result of the play is a touchdown.
Oh, boy. Well, Stephen McBride continues to add to his impressive season totals, his 2nd touchdown of the game. And that now gives him 8 TD. He has really bought in here. It's pretty odd for a transfer, as this one is ultimately kicked deep. It's pretty rare for a transfer like Hopkins to come in and sort of assert himself so immediately to being one of the primary voices and leaders of the team. But he's also 24 years old. That helps. Has a familiarity with his offensive coordinator. That helps. And he's also really good. That also helps.
Yeah, no, those are things that help. But normally you're right. You have to have success.
So victory formation here for the Lobos. And this is a biggie. On homecoming, New Mexico. Able to get win number 3 on the year, win number 1 in the Mountain West, and they snap that 14-game Mountain West losing streak, and they also win on this field for the first time in 21 games in conference going back to 2017. So